Ba-dang, ba-ding.
We need a new thumbnail. I'm not gonna make one right now, but
Okay.
we doing this? We on air?
We should be.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream.
Wait.
Ba, 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 ba.
I hope that live.
5 people watching.
Does Aaron sound like he's doubled?
Check. Do I sound like I'm doubled? This is like our 5th time doing this, and Vinny's still figuring it out.
Does it sound like there's two Aaron? Nope.
No.
Okay, it's just me. I think it's the way. That's the stupid way I have everything patched through.
Well, it's not bothering you, is it?
No.
Good. What's up, everybody? It's a beautiful Wednesday night.
I got an extra window open. What does that mean?
We decided to come and hang with you people. Chill. Maybe surf the web a little bit. Anybody getting anything fun tonight? Anybody doing anything cool?
Can I see?
Did you guys hit your goal for the movie?
No.
No.
Are you out of your mind? Why do you think we're here?
Gourd?
Why do you think we're streaming right now?
I think we would be doing this if we already did. No, I'm just kidding.
We're trying to make people aware.
But we'd like to get the awareness out on the movie as much as possible. Where's Jake Andrews? Jake is not with us right now, but one day it would be cool to have Jake pop in. So that'd be nice.
Maybe we could play online Catan with him.
Yeah, that'd be fun. No, see, I don't want to do that because Jake is too good at Catan, and Jake's one of those people when he's like really competitive.
That's why you don't want to play.
Yeah, because like it's not fun.
Come on,
it's
bro.
not just
No,
a
that's
game.
that's why it is fun.
Oh, really? You want to go play like chess with Magnus Carlsen or whatever? Yeah, it'll
Jake's
be fun.
not Magnus. Don't give him that much credit.
He was ranked at one point. I've played Catan like once, maybe every 2 years.
Well, I play more then, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Me and Jake were playing a lot during the pandemic, so.
Yeah, so of course you want to play.
Yeah, it's fun.
Fun when you're good.
It's not, dude. It's the same base. It's not that in depth. It's not that complicated. I'll just remember. You got to remember this simple rule: no wheat equals defeat. So you just got to make sure you have a wheat source.
Yeah.
Just have a plan and stick to it.
You need a 3-to-1 harbor or bay, right?
Yeah. You don't have to. It helps.
I mean, it helps.
It certainly helps.
Helps. What'd you get into today?
I've just been working today.
Dude, you're such a dork, dude. You're such a dillweed. You work? Oh my god.
Yeah, I worked. I went and got a banh mi sandwich.
Ooh.
From a Vietnamese place down the street. I'm 36
Was it
years
good?
old. Yeah, it was great actually.
Sandwich was 36 years old?
Now someone asked how old I am. 36.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, Zombie? I live all the way down in Argentina. How them steaks down there? Anyway, yeah, that's what. So I, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I ate a banh mi. I had a banh mi sandwich.
Yeah, the banh mi.
It was really good.
Okay.
And I don't know. What did you do?
I worked.
What'd you work on? You know what? Don't tell me. I don't care.
Okay. Hey, did you watch the PlayStation State of Play? You catched up on all your PlayStation, all your video game news?
No. What is that?
You didn't miss much. It's just this. Do you even know what the State of Play is?
Nope. But I feel like I need a.
How embarrassing.
I feel like I need to open a browser window now.
All right, guys. Just wait. Vinny's going to catch up.
You not? Oh shit! Hold on, I dropped something.
It's just where Sony announces all their upcoming titles. So I think they had on this one. I didn't watch much of it. I skimmed it. It was like Borderlands 4 and Sonic is making like a kart racing game.
Don't
like
care.
Mario Kart.
I don't care. Sonic. I don't give a shit if Sonic is like a racing game.
Everybody
You,
wanted
Emiliano,
a
Thank you.
Bloodborne. Oh, thank you, Emiliano.
There's a new Bloodborne.
Well, everybody wanted a Bloodborne remake, like a
remaster.
Remaster.
That that I'm into.
Well,
now that would be cool.
You and the entire chat, but it didn't get announced. I don't think. When I flipped through it, I didn't see it. I was really banking on GTA 6, but they're not gonna. They're too big. They're too big for. That's state of play. Small potatoes. They're not gonna drop their next big trailer.
I hope it never comes out.
Well, they just had their earnings call.
Take-Two just had their earnings call, and they confirmed that they're still on track for 2025 release.
Okay, browser. Let's see. Okay, PlayStation State of Play. Wait.
You don't gotta. I mean, I just kind of explained all the good tidbits to you.
No, I know, but this is more me wanting to be able to use the software, and it's fun.
Oh, are you gonna put it on there?
Yeah, but see, because then
does it actually? How does it actually look?
it looks like
You just added a browser source.
It
doesn't even display. Oh, there it is.
It's weird. It shows up. It shows up like
No, I think it does it on purpose for if you bring like a chat into it or something. I don't know. This shows how dated we are.
Why is it showing up like this?
Well, now you're just ruining the feed.
What the fuck?
So
why is it like this? Why don't I know how to use this stupid software?
I don't know. Maybe you should learn before we go and stream again.
Well, the last time I feel like they changed things, or it's buggy.
Somebody asked if you were good, dude.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, nah. Nah, not good. That's the answer. Nah.
Yes. Who am one again? Just said the live stream influenced me. One more supporter for the movie. Good luck, boys. You deserve it.
Thanks.
Fat dabs for anybody who anybody wants to donate to the movie. Now is a perfect segue. Thank you, fellow who am one again. We're doing this live stream on behalf of Meatman. We're working on a feature film. Anybody who doesn't know that must have not touched our social media in the last month, because that's all we've been blasting and talking about. But we're doing a horror comedy this fall, and we would really like your support if you could contribute to it. So make sure you go in the description of this stream. Check it out. Thank you. We got a lot of cool perks. How did you guys arrange the robbing the store part of the off to college skit? Well, our dear buddy Sean Currian, his family owned and operated a 7-Eleven below one of our college's dorm buildings. And he was just like, yeah, you guys can come shoot. Like, it was like super low key. We just went in and did it. But I realized while we were doing it that this is not a good look for any passerbys outside. And there were a couple takes where there was like a Chicago City bus rolling up right as Vinny is like pulling the gun on Sean and robbing him. And I just thought, man, if you were on that bus, what are you thinking when you're looking in? So yeah, we never got the cops called on us, but it's probably dumb in hindsight. But that's how that went.
I was also very high in that scene. If you go back and watch, I thought it'd be funny to smoke a lot of weed before it. And if you go back and look, my eyes are very glassy, and didn't do that too many more times after that. Remember we tried to shoot that whole sketch, and we all got really high for it, and it was about
which one?
The one that Joe Van Auken shot.
Oh, the time traveler.
The time traveler one, where it was.
So the bit. Do you remember it?
What was the actual joke?
The actual bit was that a time traveler, like think Terminator style. He like teleports into the stoner's apartment, and he only has like a window of like 30 seconds to warn them of like an imminent like alien invasion or something that's going to be catastrophic. And he's like you gotta take cover, you gotta hide, you gotta do something, like protect yourselves. And like the dudes are so stoned that they don't take him seriously,
Right.
and then he like vanishes back to his like hellscape that he was sent from. But anyways, yeah, I think you're right. You guys all smoked, and then
Yeah, we thought it
we
would
just
make it more real. But we couldn't.
yeah, no, in reality it was just like nobody could remember their lines. Everybody was just way too.
Yeah, I remember
There's
being
a difference between acting stoned and being stoned. Being stoned, you're like, you're not present, you know?
Well, don't speak for all stoners. Some people are functioning stoners. And they're
I just mean in the acting sense. Maybe some people can do it, but you guys clearly couldn't.
No, we couldn't. I was getting kind of I was like had a low-key paranoia going on, just like anxiety. I had some low-key anxiety going on. And yeah, so that sketch never saw the light of day because we didn't finish it because the footage sucked.
Yeah, it was no good. How many movies do you think that we got partway through and we just decided this isn't? Oh, Robostitutes is another one. So we had an idea where Vinny played a pimp and his prostitutes were robots that would like blow dudes and jerk them off, and then he like had a whole fleet of robots that he was making money from. But I don't actually remember like
the joke.
like the punchline of that.
Did I have to like clean cum out of it?
Oh yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah, you had to like clean out all their robo orifices.
Yeah. Put some Comet on them. Get the Comet. Get a rag.
Somebody asked a really funny question that I actually wanted to answer.
What's
I
that?
wanted to see if you knew. What was the budget for Action World?
Do you know the actual answer to that question?
I don't, but I have an idea. But I'm wondering if you know. Tronzilla's asking. Hey, Michael's in the chat.
What's up,
Michael?
Michael? I don't know. What did we spend on Action World? We couldn't have spent more than. Hold on, wait. I'm actually thinking about this.
Like, I can think of the expenses.
I can think.
Like we had a bald cap for Jake. We had paint that room in Dwight Lofts for his lair.
Yeah.
We had, I mean, some miscellaneous props, you know, but like everything
We couldn't
else was
have spent more than $1,000 on it.
That's what I'm thinking, somewhere in the range of 1,000. Here's a fun fact: the scene where the two of us, Vin and I, bust out the back of our headquarters and we're like killing all the henchmen. That was the same 3 friends of ours. I think it was Marty, Ian, and Caleb. And we just recycled them just because we didn't have enough people.
Yeah, we just rotated people out. So.
And that was another instance of us just like waving real-looking guns around and AR-15s like no big deal in the middle of Chicago, and probably wasn't.
You know, it makes me think.
A great look.
Did you see the trailer for that movie Friendship?
Yeah.
It looks really good. It reminded me of the idea we had about the brothers who go camping.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, do you remember how when we started making movies, we had the whole big elaborate idea to do like the Battle Schmoes thing, and we spent all this time and effort setting this thing up, and then it didn't work out, so we just like went back to doing something real simple.
Yeah.
That's what I wonder if we're gonna play. We're in a cycle right now, and that's what's going to happen with Grundy. We're going to try really hard to do this really complicated thing. It's not going to work out, and then we're going to make something. We're going to go way back to basics. I don't want to put that out there, but I'm noticing patterns is all.
I don't think
because I do believe the film's going to happen. But I just
well, what's the simple thing we revert back to?
I don't know. It will, but out of the moment of despair and loss and feeling like, well, we'll return to something incredibly simple.
Well, the difference between that was when we did Battle Schmoes, which for anybody doesn't remember,
No one's gonna.
or
No one's gonna. No one knows what
nobody's
we're
gonna know
talking.
this. Battle Schmoes was the precursor to FND because Vinny and I had ambitions to do a like stop motion. I don't know if anybody's seen Knox's Corner.
You guys
Knox
remember
was a big
Knox?
claymation guy. I don't know if he's still active. I haven't seen him in forever, but he did like a claymation series on Newgrounds with like all these like blue guys, and I was just always fascinated by it. And like that and Robot Chicken, I think, made us want to get into doing stop motion animation. So we had like all these stories, all these characters, and we built these elaborate sets. And we just took like a bunch of cardboard, but we would make like actually really cool sets. We had like an ice cream store. There was like a bar. There was like a
You had a
castle.
torture chamber.
Yeah. And we get all this way through it. And then we did a test and realized like we don't know how to do stop motion animation. Like what are we doing? And it was just so debilitating because it was like, oh, we don't have the equipment, we don't have the software. We didn't want to take the time to learn it, and we just got super depressed. And so we're like sitting around, and then in our just depression, and Vinny's like, why don't we just go and shoot something, dude? Let's just take the camera out. And that's when we shot our first video, which was Snowball Massacre, and that's how FND was born. Just of us just throwing everything away and being like, who cares? Let's just do something for us that's not so complicated. And then it stuck.
And then we've been going since then. And the rest, Aaron, is herstory.
Herstory.
The
And that's when we were uploading to Newgrounds.
The rest is Hershey's Kisses. Speaking of Hershey's Kisses, Choo Choo and Vinny's Poo Poo. Will you guys be releasing the graphic for Meat Man t-shirts, or is it a surprise? It's a surprise because we don't know what it is yet.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be sweet.
It'll be
Don't worry.
It'll be cool. Whatever it is, it'll be cool.
It'll be cool.
Yeah,
we promise.
It's fine.
Well, that being said, though, that's kind of hard to. I mean, other than the test footage that we've done of Cooper and the makeup and stuff, like we haven't really dug into any of the fun that we can have with animations, posters, all that. That stuff will come later once we get more into like production and post.
Once the money's there.
Money, yeah.
Speaking of money,
Speaking of money.
let's take this moment. This broadcast is brought to you by our desire to make a film. Please take a minute to go and donate to a crowdfunding campaign that's linked in the link in the show notes.
If I can.
Show notes is what you say now. That's for there was people suddenly started saying show notes.
If I can, I would like to illustrate a point to everybody of how hard it is to get something funded. Think of everybody in your life, all your friends, family, your mom, your dad, your coworkers,
Your grandma.
everybody that you have personal connection to. Add it all up, multiply it by, I don't know, I would say like maybe 10 people if you have like 10 people working with you on a project. And then all their friends and family, all those people, and then think, hey, I've got a amazing fan base online across all these portals, all those people, and think how many people would contribute to a project that we've been working on for 10 years. And the current number is just over 200.
Listen, Aaron, come on, don't turn this into a pity party.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, when you bring up like projects like this to other people, how many times over the years Vin have people said is like, oh man, like if you guys put something out, dude, and like you guys got over 100,000 subscribers, if everybody throws in $1, you're good.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. The people who actually commit and like want to support and like have the money to throw in,
Yeah.
it's a fraction of a fraction.
Dude, look at this.
That's what's hard about raising money. That was my only point.
Look at this though.
You got some ADD going on?
This is a head scratcher, and I took the cover off my mic, and I could do this with it. Anyway,
will there ever be FND TV episode 5?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I don't even know what to write about anymore.
You don't know how to write a sketch anymore?
No, I don't know what to write about anymore. I feel like yeah, I don't know.
Is it the South Park problem where like reality has become so?
I think that's part of it. Yeah, part of me wants to hey, thanks, No Captain Man. Are there going to be big titties, vampires, and Will Smith? There could be. Yeah, there's so much going on.
Hold on, I want to read that out. Are there going to be big titties, vampires, and Will Smith? LOL, I will always support or have y'all's back and hope to support more soon. Thank you, No Captain Matt, for the $5. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, there's too much crazy shit going on, and I feel like I would want to talk about it, but I don't know how.
It's just like Catan we were talking about earlier. You haven't been playing enough. You got to play more. You got to write more, dude.
Yeah.
Stop working on this big movie, okay? Work on sketches again. You'll get it.
Let's write a Luigi Mangione sketch. How about he's my cousin? And
I could see it.
Yeah. What's topical? Okay, Elon, Luigi Mangione, and who's the quarterback for the Chiefs?
Oh, for the Chiefs, Mahomes.
Mahomes are all sitting in a room together. Quick, go. Quick, write a sketch. But do you know? I didn't know Patrick Mahomes sounds like Kermit the Frog when he talks. Did you know that? He kind of. He does kind of. He kind of sounds like this a little bit.
He's got a little Kermit going on.
I was listening to I had some morning zoo radio show on, and they were showing. They did a Nike commercial. There was a Nike commercial to celebrate the Eagles, and it was narrated by Kermit the Frog. And they were digging at Patrick Mahomes, which is really petty and funny.
That is petty. When Cooper flung the potted plant into the window, was that an actual accident or plan? That was an accident. We were shooting something for it was like a commercial, and I think the plant was just meant to go into the other room, but Coop went a little too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun window repair. That apartment got trashed. That apartment was trash, to be fair. Like, it was not in good shape, but we didn't do it any favors when we lived there either.
That apartment, I remember in the winter, you'd put plastic over your windows to keep your apartment insulated. And I remember the big kitchen window. As soon as we sealed up the plastic over it, it started blowing like a sail, like a ship sail. It was
like how
because how much wind was getting through that window.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah, it was old windows.
Thanks, Speedy Gonzalez.
Old buildings.
Yeah, so different. We're at a different chapter of our lives now. It's different things now. I have this sketch I have this thing I shot when I was back in Ohio that I want to put out.
Wait, you still have something?
I have when I went to the Feast of the Assumption dressed like a priest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the bit?
I was just a priest it was priest at the feast. It rhymed, and I had a giant cross, and I put a microphone.
That's so you, dude. The title is all you need. Priest, you're like, I gotta do it.
Yeah, it was. As soon as I came up with it, it was one of those ideas where, because I don't love doing man on the street stuff so much anymore. I get kind of nervous now. I don't know. I have a certain amount of anxiety that I didn't have when I was younger doing it. It takes me a minute to warm up. I was also by myself, and I'm like in Ohio. And people they ain't gonna take too kindly that around here, which is I was just kind of I was making that up in my head. That's not really real. Yeah, I had a giant crucifix with a microphone attached to it, and it was the cruciphone. And I didn't really have a plan. I just was talking to people, and now I have all this footage. I don't know what to. I have an idea. The idea is I want to start the video off with me going to a confessional, and I'm confessing that I made a really bad man on the street video. And then I'm talking to the priest about the video and then showing clips from it. Is how I want it. Is like the envelope.
Because are you thinking on its own it doesn't stand, but if you could repurpose it into something else, it'd be better?
Yes. I got to look at the footage because also some of the footage, the audios, because I'm holding the camera myself, so there's some clips where it's kind of cut off. Also, people want me to spin, so I'm gonna give us a spin. So I'm just gonna like.
It's gonna cost you. This is a $5 for whoever asked for this.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I'll spin for money. Hold on. That's
Dude, I was messing
No,
around.
someone's
Don't
gotta-
actually make people.
I'll spin for. Someone's got to donate something, and I'll give you.
Somebody asked in our Discord if the $1 million perk. So the previous 2 Indiegogos that we've launched for our movies, we've always had a $1 million perk for naughty picks. And somebody said, "Oh, I didn't see it up there this time." And I said, "It still stands. It might not be on there, but it's available."
I would do it.
And I wanted to re-emphasize that.
I would do it. I was thinking I'll just present this idea to you now, Aaron. I was gonna shoot it and just send it to you, but
Naughty picks.
Well, no, for like to like have word out.
I don't know why that's so funny to me though, but if I woke up one morning and it was just a picture of you like hanging dong like in the mirror, like that would be so funny to me.
Well, what I was gonna do was do another like asking people for money like on Instagram, and I was just gonna do it like naked and blur out my junk, but like have a nice like curtain behind me, like lighter, like make it look kind of nice, and then like just be like butt ass naked, like full body shot, because people would the algorithm would push it.
It would be thumb stoppy, as we say in the biz.
Yeah. So like I was gonna shoot it. It's one of those things where I'd rather show than tell.
Well, now you told.
Right.
Are you doing this on your personal, or you want to put that on FND?
I'd put it on. Well, we got to put it where it's gonna get the most reach.
I mean,
It'd have to be. The writing would need to be clever.
Needs to be funny.
It needs to be funny.
I mean, people already got in the chat. Meat man.
Bro, I mean, sure, yeah. There's a parallel. There's certainly like there's a joke kind of in the wings. So I don't know. Maybe I'll
GBF. Oh, go ahead.
maybe I'll shoot it and I'll send it to you and Coop, and I'll send you guys the unblurred version though. You guys can see the whole thing.
GBF Games, thank you for your donation on Indiegogo. He says he's been watching forever, and if he had a nickel for every time I said Choo Choo and Vinny's Boo Boo, he'd be rich from donations from him. Thank you so much.
So
we got to check because we don't have a live counter up, but I'll refresh the page.
yeah, that's too technically advanced for me to do here today.
We're getting mighty close to 30K. We're at 11%, 30K, 240 backers. Ooh, who wants to push us over to 30K?
Ooh,
That'd be
someone
a
get us over
sweet way
that
to end
30
the night.
line.
Ooh, baby. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'm not a good salesman, but I'll say it again. Film school is a really cool perk we got going, and anybody who wants to like see how a movie gets made, but also like in the form of dailies and goofy behind the scenes, we're gonna be shooting stuff for the whole basically next year while we make this. And it's $200, and we're going to show you how we make the movie. We're going to show you all our documents. It's a pretty cool deal. Experimental Viking said just donated the Indiegogo. Good luck, boys. I want to see the project happen. I believe in you. Thank you, Experimental Viking. Oh, my gosh. Think about the guy who has $1 million to give to you and simultaneously genuinely wants the naughty picks. Yeah, you're right, Graham. It's a creepy thought.
They're out there.
There are people out there, yeah.
What's y'all's favorite hardcore heavy music?
That's a Vinny question. Good Charlotte?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, love Good Charlotte. I love favorite hardcore band. It's probably got to be Linkin Park. I really love Metallica's favorite hardcore band. Deadly Doodles is just ripping his hair out right now because those aren't hardcore bands.
Well, it's hardcore like when you were in high school, like screamo hardcore.
No, hardcore's like what band I actually really like. Deadly Doodles is Gulch. So let's start there.
Are we talking like Slipknot hardcore type?
No, like the band Doodles should know the band Gulch. I mean, Knocked Loose.
Do you know? You don't know this dude.
Knocked Loose is a good one.
Oh shit, he doesn't know. Okay.
No, Deadly Doodles knows who Gulch is.
Do you know this person?
No, I don't know this person.
Oh, it's It's just such a funny assumption. Somebody you've never met to name a band and be like, oh no, they know.
Well, he or she asked, "What's your favorite hardcore heavy music?"
Yeah, I mean that's true. But
And if anyone's gonna ask that question, they ought to know.
hold on, now I gotta listen to the band.
I don't go out of my way too much to listen to heavy music, like hardcore stuff. So I'm not gonna front and pretend like I know a bunch of bands. I mean, let me hear. If I go to, hold on, I gotta like refresh myself. Tsunami's great. I like Tsunami.
Knocked Loose.
Yeah, Knocked Loose is great. They opened for Slipknot. I saw Slipknot live. That's a fun story. Slipknot came to LA in September. It was. They were doing their 25-year anniversary show for their first self-titled album, and me and my friend Nick Collins snuck a bottle of tequila in, and got
What I'm telling.
got a little, here. You want to hear? This is a funny story. This is a funny story for the. So we the show ruled. It was a great time.
Slayer.
No.
Okay.
No. And I got pretty. I knocked loose open, and I let loose that night. Getting a little too. I got a little sauced, and Nick's girlfriend picked us up from the stadium, and so here's what happened. Stadium's in Inglewood. I parked my car in Inglewood. Nick's girlfriend picks us up. She drives us back to Nick's place, which is near where I live, which is not near Inglewood. We all go back to Nick's place. We all spend the night there. I wake up still kind of hungover. The next morning, Nick's girlfriend has to drive me back to she has to go back to her place and back to where the car's parked.
You know you're doing like the Californians thing, right? You're like one street name away from being basically the SNL sketch. Then we had to jump on the 420. Got across Cahuenga.
So then we drive back, and I'm hungover, but it's catching up. And someone texted me. I looked at my phone in the car, and I started getting motion sick. And Kay is her name. I was like, Kay, I think I'm gonna be sick. You got to pull the car over. And this is like the first time like I'm hanging out with this person, you know, aside from getting picked up the night before. And we pull over, and I have to vomit out the side of her car. You know, the second time hanging out. And I was like, I'm so sorry. She goes, oh, that's okay. That was me like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, man, you're cool. Thanks for being cool about this.
That sucks.
And that's.
But also, did you really just tell me all that to tell? Like the story was that you vommed out of a random person's car, basically, that you barely knew.
Yes.
Why did you have to tell me that you went all the way back to Englewood and then blah, 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 and then blah, blah.
Well, if I had
like so much setup.
If I just said that part, would it have made sense? How did I get there? Wouldn't you be wondering?
Who cares? The bulk of the story is that you got way too drunk. You had a hangover the next day, and your friend Kay was taking you home that you didn't really know well, and you vomited on the side of her car. There, I did it in 5 seconds.
Yeah, but I feel like I would if you told me that story, I started asking questions. They're like, "Who's Kay? And why are they taking you?"
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would ask those questions.
Maybe just because you know me, and you're like, "Oh wait, do I know that person?" But like the average person's not gonna give a fuck.
All right, well, I'm trying to fill time here, dude. Okay, I'm trying to stretch. Okay.
I just wanted to call you out on it. When I notice the stretch is when I have to say something.
That's fine. I'm glad you did.
Well, Michael said he alerted the authorities that you snuck tequila into the show.
Michael, shut up. Michael, shut your mouth.
Somebody said, Anders said several years ago, you got Epic Burger with my friend and I in Chicago. Does that ring a bell?
No, I'm sorry. I thought someone was going to steal the racing stripe off your car. No, I sold that car. That car got sold in Ohio.
Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. Somebody's in a dilemma. Worldwide Travel is literally trying to pick out a frozen pizza brand right now. Okay, well, it depends on... Okay, so when I was in Chicago, my favorite frozen pizza brand was actually Home Run Inn. It's very simple, but it's like very good. It's super basic. There's not a whole bunch of bullshit in it. It's just good thin crust pizza. Hopefully that helps you.
I still think you can never go wrong with a DiGiorno. A Tombstone.
dude, I don't know.
What?
Man.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know?
It's been so long, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure. I wouldn't be surprised if I bit into one and it would taste not the same. I wish I had a time machine just so I could taste DiGiorno pizzas over the many years they've been manufactured.
Don't you wish that you could try stuff and see how it's deteriorated? Like if you have like for instance, like I haven't had a Star Crunch in a while, but I just know they're probably not as good as when I was a kid. I wish I could have a Star Crunch from when I was like in 6th grade and have one now and see like the taste difference. Even like even a Snickers bar or something. Like, don't you wonder?
When's the last time you even had a piece of candy? You're like Mr. Clean over there.
No, not that clean.
You don't eat sugar. You're practically you're like what's like a religion that they can't do anything? You're like a monk.
I had candy
3 years ago.
I get a lot of candy in the house. When you have kids, it's amazing how every day is an excuse for your kids to have sweets. So if you're like me and you try to watch it and just be conscious, I'm not like super anal about it, but like if you're trying to prevent your kids from having an overload of sugar, good freaking luck, dude. Every day at school is like a thing. It's Valentine's Day. It's 100. Today was 100 school day, like your 100th school day. That was the celebration today. 100 days at school this year. Time for sweets. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's. I don't know if I'm excited for the kids.
I think the last I had was like Halloween. I had a lot of candy because I was just eating all my favorites that they got. So I had like, I think some of my favorites still is like the 100 grand bar, dude, gets slept on. But
no, 100 grands are my favorite, and that's the best. Halloween that's the best part about Halloween. My goal is to be the fun Halloween house. I was actually thinking I was sitting on the toilet earlier, and I wasn't on my phone because I'm starting the no phones on thrones movement. Don't look at your phone while you're sitting in the bathroom. And I was thinking about stuff, and I was thinking about Halloween, and I just thought my goal is to own a house one day, so that
that's just the whole reason.
So I can have the cool Halloween house. Yeah,
that's freaking cool. Wait, would you do a haunted house, or was it just the candy thing?
Well, no, it'd be a whole experience. I want to create the core memories. I want to create the candy corn memories. And I was just thinking about, so in Los Angeles, I remember driving through one of the richer neighborhoods, and the kids said, "Is kids like you never seen it? Like no one's ever seen this many kids before." Mm-hmm. That was not a very good Donald Trump.
Sorry, I got it.
How would I contend with this many children? I was thinking of a plan that would accommodate hundreds of kids, because it's truly hundreds of kids. You would need to have send them to like a butcher shop themed, like one of those velvet rope lines.
Yeah.
Butcher shop themed.
Exactly. It's a little maze in your garage.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it, man. I'm all here for this. This is a really cool plan. This is the first time I've heard of it from you, that you have these kind of ambitions, but I think you would be talked about. I think you would. You could even go down as legendary.
I want to go ahead and get in the paper.
I want to go back. I want to scroll up to a couple of things that I missed. Anders said regarding the Epic Burger meetup, no worries if you don't remember. It was you two and Coop. We met up with you guys because we had been fans for a long time and wanted to say hey. Anders, I like in the back of my mind, I'm like, I feel like I kind of remember that, but I feel bad for it not ringing any bells. But thanks, man. I hope you're well. Tombstone, how long will the film school tier be available for? I mean, as long as we run the campaign. So there's like 20 days. There's 21 days left on the campaign. We might extend it. I think we have the option to extend another 20. So yeah. But once you get it, it's only available on the Indiegogo. So you got to make sure you get it before the campaign runs out. And then once you get it, that is probably the longest. I think I would say the film school tier is like the most abundant. You get the most bang for your buck, in my opinion. If because there'd just be a lot to it.
A lot of
Get
behind the scenes stuff.
features and stuff.
You can, yeah.
Star Crunch have gotten smaller over the years. It's been confirmed by Danielle. Worldwide Travel said, yeah, Aaron's super unhelpful. Vin, I grabbed the DiGiorno. It better not suck.
And it won't. Or it might. I don't know. I haven't had one in a while. I just remember
When you guys are making skits, did y'all just wing the framing and camera work, or did you guys do storyboarding along with script writing?
I think it depended.
Well, I hope when you're watching it, it doesn't come across as us winging it. I wouldn't say that everything was strictly storyboarded, but we did put effort into our mise en scène and the overall aesthetic.
Is Blu-ray autographed and does it truly have everything? I think that we can. Well, it'll be difficult to autograph them because we're not all in the same place.
We could figure it out.
Will it truly have everything? Aaron, will it truly have everything?
Which Blu-ray? We're offering 2 Blu-rays. We have a
There's the
Blu-ray compilation.
I think we know which Blu-ray they're talking about.
So the Blu-ray compilation, I'm gonna try. I mean, it won't have I don't think we're gonna be able to fit all of our stuff and It's All Good. We already have a separate It's All Good Blu-ray, but I'm
Aaron, it
thinking
says everything on the perk.
everything.
Wow.
There.
I'm disappointed.
Everything. It's got the tiniest little asterisks and it's got fine print. That's deal with it, kid. That's corporate. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people wanted Blu-rays. They wanted stuff signed before. We'll make our best effort. I don't know. That's all I could say. It's the logistics of it sometimes get a little wonky, but we'll make a best effort. No, the camera work is amazing. This is no Captain Matt. I was just curious because the camera work and framing always seems so meticulous and good setup. Just wondering y'all's process, how I looked up when you guys were younger. Thank you. No Captain Matt. Appreciate the support, man. What are your weekend plans, dude?
This weekend, I feel like there is something going on. Hold on. I think this weekend, I'm actually supposed to join a vegan meditation perineum sunning circle outside City Hall to protest. So just to protest.
I can't tell. Is this for real?
You think I'm? No, are you for real?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, no. This Saturday at 9 a.m. It's a vegan meetup outside.
Okay, all right. What are you doing?
I'm being serious.
Wait, are you really doing it?
Yes, and there's a perineum sunning to protest everything.
What the fuck does that even mean? What is a perineum sunning? Are you fucking with me right now?
Your perineum is your gooch. Haven't you heard about people sunning their assholes?
Well, now that you say that it clicks. It makes sense now. At the time, you fall into it. You get involved in a lot of stuff. So I wasn't gonna question it.
Yeah, I gotta stand in the mirror. I gotta stand like this. I'm gonna have to stand like this in the mirror and go like this and try to write like what I'm protesting like this, you know?
Wait, you write it on your butthole?
Yeah, you write it on. I gotta figure out how to write it. I gotta come up with a slogan to put on my ass. If anyone has a good suggestion, just a general protest slogan I could write on my ass during the perineum sunning outside City Hall that Saturday at 8 a.m. You know, that reminds me of, remember we had that sketch. I always want to say sketch. Remember we had that sketch about hipsters who it was the breathing. They were too cool to breathe. And they would go to the park and just like not breathe, and they would just die. There'd be a mass hipster die off in the park because they were like too cool to breathe.
Yeah, well, no, you got to set it up. The way that it started was like
It was a news report, right?
because it was that was really when like hipsterism like really started taking off, where like anything that even caught the slightest bit of mainstream popularity was like shunned, and it was like, oh, you do that. So then that was the joke. It started off as some hipsters that were going back and forth about like just how not mainstream they are and nonconformist. And then the one was like, yeah, well, I don't even breathe. And they're like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, everybody's breathing is mainstream. And so then they start this mass die off of holding their breath in the park. That could have been like a hipster bits. Maybe that was part of that world.
Yeah.
I should have explored that more. Breathing is so mainstream.
How long does the oven take to preheat? Depends on the oven travel. New ovens don't take as long as the old ovens. So it just depends. Shout out to any 8th Avenue, Terrace View, Mafia Crips also watching, and RIP to any lost homies. Yep. Second that.
Yep. What he said.
8th Avenue, Terrace View. I feel like that is a real thing.
You said it. Came out of your mouth. Now you got people after you. Good job.
Yeah, am I on a list now? What? Okay.
I kind of want a pizza now. But I want this update because I think that you led him down a terrible path and getting a DiGiorno.
No, he's gonna be fine with the DiGiorno.
I'm not a big frozen pizza dude, but like DiGiorno, like I don't know, man. That's like bottom of the barrel. Best frozen pizza brand.
No, A-Rod, I sold the Honda to some college kids. They're mechanics. Don't worry. I told them everything that was wrong with it. Aaron, did I tell you that when I sold the car to those dudes, they texted me later. They're like, "Yo, we found all your receipts in the glove box of everything you did to this car. That's insane, bro." And I just texted back. I said, "Yeah, I don't want to talk about it."
You didn't purposely leave them, did you?
I did.
Receipts?
So they could. I mean, I wanted them to find it so they could see all the work that was done.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
But I'm sure they were looking at it like, that freaking idiot. He didn't need to do all that.
what were they gonna do with it?
What do you mean?
Well, they bought it off of you. I mean, if they thought you were an idiot for putting all that work into it, I mean, they bought the car that still needed a ton of work.
I mean, they knew what needed to be done. They knew it needed to
They were like,
be did.
Be done, did. All right, so this actually shocks me. All right, dude, I'm gonna eat crow here. Okay.
Okay.
Wire cutters, best frozen pizzas. Guess what takes the best?
Guess what takes
thick crust?
Guess what takes the pie? Let me guess. Is it? Let me guess. Is it not?
DiGiorno
Yeah.
Rising Crust Original Ultimate Pepperoni.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I feel like a total boob right now, dude.
Well, because dude, you don't eat frozen pizzas. You don't know. But also, I don't really either. I just for some reason I remember liking DiGiorno's.
The DiGiorno's Rising Crust Pepperoni Pizza was one of our overall favorites. Among the only Rising Crust styles we actually tested that rose. It came out nicely brown with a voluptuous bready crust that was crispy on the bottom and fully cooked throughout. Let's see, runner-up, deep dish delicacies. We've got Authentic Motor City Pizza Company, 4 cheese. Never heard of that. For topping lovers, have you seen these? The Screamin' Sicilian Pizza Company.
I've seen the Screamin' Sicilians. I
I
haven't had one. Maybe I have,
fun.
but I don't remember.
Fun branding. The big mouth. I'll tell you what. Costco's got a pretty decent. It's not frozen. It's like in the cold section, but it's like a fresh but not cooked pizza. I guess I don't even know what you would call it. Not a frozen pizza, but it's not like fresh. You still have to bake it. Anyways, take and bake. It's good.
Hey, how much are eggs by you right now? And are the grocery stores limiting you to one?
Well, Costco limited us recently to 3 containers,
Okay.
which is actually pretty generous.
That's
because
not
3.
you don't need. Well, if you have children,
We get through a lot of eggs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I Trader Joe's and Sprouts were telling us one only.
Oh, 1 dozen.
1
eggs?
dozen. 1 dozen eggs. Yeah.
Can you make it? How when you do your eggs? How many eggs are you eating at a time?
Well, usually I do 4.
It's a big omelet, dude.
Because I'm trying to get big for this role.
Oh, that's another. Well, we'll put a pin in that. We'll come back
What
to
Leaf?
it.
Well, because do you want Leaf to be like, you want him to be like an out of shape alcoholic?
Yeah.
See, but I don't want to do that. I can't actually do it to my body and feel good. That's the problem.
No, you're not gonna feel good.
I'm not gonna.
I didn't say this was gonna feel good.
I'm not gonna Christian Bale this dude.
I'm not expecting you to go full Dick Cheney, dude. But I think that there's wiggle room here.
So you want me to like get out of shape? Is what you're saying?
I wonder how directors usually approach this kind of thing. This is difficult.
I mean,
especially between friends.
I guess this is like up to me. This up to me, like how much I want to like do that. The thing is, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta bulk. I gotta do it like Mac from.
Yeah,
I don't want to lose weight and get like a beer gut. I'm not doing that. Because then I'll actually feel.
I'd be content with you. Honestly, I think if you even just got bigger, like you don't need to get ripped, but I think if you just put more weight on, but in a healthier way, like you were.
Dude, I'm trying, but it's expensive. It's expensive, dude.
We'll take some out of the budget. I'll tell Travis, like we need to up your grocery bill. And if we did, but the question is, if we did, would you do it?
Yeah.
Do you remember when I bulked in Chicago?
You're just eating rice, chicken, and broccoli all the time.
And pinto beans. Do you remember how much I was eating though?
I think I remember. I don't think you never not had a Tupperware in your hand. You were never not shoveling food in your mouth. We couldn't even have a conversation. We couldn't even have a conversation because it was. You were trying to talk through a waterfall of carbs that were streaming into your mouth.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but do you? That's kind of that might be what you.
If that's what it calls for, I'll do it.
It might be what
because I'm trying to gain weight anyway. So yeah, if money can come out of the budget for me to
look, it's February. We got March, April, May, June, July, August. I mean, dude, you got like 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
Plenty of time, baby. Christian Bale will have that done in half a month.
Well,
okay. Because after this, dude, I want you to go machinist. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you drop back down way lower for a whole other role. Oh God.
For Cheryl. For when I play Cheryl. For when we do the Rick and Cheryl television series. I still think Rick and Cheryl will be a great TV series.
It will. It will be.
It will be.
We'll make it happen.
We just gotta write it. Yeah. So
9 eggs is my PR. 9 eggs is beast mode. Sci-fi. Holy cow! I can't say I've ever done 9, and I love eggs.
Yeah. I kind of had a premise for a joke that like global warming was from dudes trying to make gains, because the amount of chicken breasts people are suddenly eating, it's too much.
Well,
like the amount of calories that human beings are trying to consume now to have Marvel-esque bodies is leading to an increase in factory farming practices, which in turn this is not a good. I'm not telling the joke well because it's still just a premise, but yeah, there's a certain percentage of greenhouse gases that are being driven by people seeking gains.
By Chads.
Yeah. And I'm not excluding myself from this group, by the way.
You're not wrong, but yeah, I mean, you need to eat a lot. You need to eat here. I mean, if we're gonna put the weight on you that I think we need to put on you, it needs to be like you need to be eating double probably what you're eating.
Yeah. All right, Travel. Enjoy the pizza.
Wait, did he finally eat it?
I just said he's signing off. I don't know. Hotel breakfast food bulking? Or are you saying I get a drink ice cream?
Oh yeah, you get unlimited breakfast. But yeah, you can always do that. They don't know, dude. You think they know who's staying at the hotel or not? Just go into your local Hilton in the morning.
I think the closest
smash
Hilton
some
is
waffles.
downtown.
You gotta do it,
It's
man.
an hour
Gotta do it for the
commute.
roll. Gotta do it for the roll, man. No, we'll get you up your budget. If Coop, on the other hand, we need Coop to stay where he's at.
Right where he is.
Because Coop has to wear all these prosthetics, and if we're going to get them done, basically, when you get full-on prosthetics made, they do a whole sculpt of your head. So they, like, get you exactly how all the contours and everything, and it only lasts for so long. So Coop can't be gaining or losing a significant amount of weight after we do that.
We need him to Goldilocks this.
Or all his pieces aren't going to fit. They're not going to contour correctly.
Has
anybody gotten pissed off or blown up on set?
No. I don't think. No.
I think I would say the closest. Nobody's done that, but I do remember that It's All Good had some contentious moments, just between. I think the stress of us doing it on such a tight budget, and everybody, there was like so many cooks in the kitchen. I remember that had a couple moments, but no like blow ups. Like it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Yeah, our friendship has really stood the test of many things over the
That's why I'm confident about Meat Man, is because we've been through the thick of it.
Not this thick though.
There's gonna be some.
This will be thicker.
Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal to get through.
This will be thicker
but
than
I think we can do.
thicker than a bowl of my ass.
Yeah. But we can do it. We can do it.
All right. Look, dude. It's
I know it's time.
It's time. We gotta
It's time.
sign off. I gotta go eat. I gotta go eat. Right. I gotta do the thing.
Get those gains in, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, everyone. Have a good rest of your evening. Donate to the campaign if you haven't. Sorry, already complete. I know we kind of do these on the whim. I think we're gonna record another podcast episode this Friday. I'm
Yes,
serious.
we are.
I'm serious about doing that FND thing.
Yeah,
Dude,
I think that'd be fun.
Does anyone here listen to Dimension 20? I know it's like already been done to death a million times, but it doesn't mean we can't jump on the bandwagon super late.
No, I think it'll be a fun idea. I think people would like to see it.
And what if-
and I haven't D&D'd in a minute, so.
And what if Game Got's the DM?
Good Lord, we're so close to 30. I'm gonna check it tonight, you guys. I'm gonna be refreshing. So if you haven't yet and you're able to support the movie,
Oh wow, we're almost there.
that'd be amazing. We appreciate every one of you for helping out.
I do want one of the campaigns I want to do is that we're on set for the film.
God, I can't even imagine the I don't even want to talk about it.
What?
Just the time that the focus needed to do the movie, and then to be able to be like, oh, we're gonna break so we can play D&D really quick.
No. I'm saying no. I mean the D&D campaign I want to set up. It's not going to be in a fantastical world. It's going to be like we're on the set of the
that's
film.
funny. Okay. Yeah, I got you now. That's fun. Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Vin and I have talked like we want to do these more. So if anybody has any ideas or anything you want to see, us being really bad at playing video games. Oh, I'm gonna get Avowed soon, so maybe I'll stream that a little bit or something.
Yeah, dude, if I can't do too much more tech on my end, man.
It's okay.
I'm running off a Mac. My Zydax is gonna every time I turn the Zydax on, it's gonna explode. My PS4.
Throw that computer out of the freaking window. And we got to get you a PS5. We're gonna do a separate crowdfund so you can get a PS5.
PS4. It's a jet engine when I turn it on.
Dude, GTA 6 is coming out this fall. So they say.
No, it's not.
That's what they say.
It's not. No, it's not. I'm calling it right now.
Okay, well, I'll be playing it while you'll be trying to.
You'll be playing it while we're supposed to be shooting this film?
Oh shit! Point.
Wrong. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to put that on pause for a little bit.
Shit, didn't think of that. Okay, for real this time. We'll do more live stream soon. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And
I gotta take some acting classes too.
Yeah, get on that.
Okay. I gotta eat. I gotta eat and learn to act good. Okay. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.